This is problem right here. The question is asking if F1 and F2 is equal to 8 kilonewton, determine the axial forces in members BD, BE, BG and BC. And let's see how we can do this. So first of all, in this kind of questions, what you have to do is we have to select. First of all, I mentioned this. This is also this 8 kilonewton. It's given F1 8 kilonewton, F2 is equal to 8 kilonewton. So first thing we have to do is we have to select a place where we have two unknown forces. So if you look at this one is going to have a y right here, also a x in this direction. Also this one is going to have gy. So if you see, this one has 4, this one has like 5, 3. This is also 3, 3. But if you see this one has 2. So I pick up this one first and let's solve it. So let's begin here. D. So if you look at the D, we have 8 kilonewton acting in this direction. So this is 8 kilonewton acting in this direction, and also we have DE. So I'm taking everything in tension direction. So basically tension. So tension means going away from the point. Compression means going toward, like hitting the point. So in this case, I'm taking everything going away from the point, so that's going to be tension. So in this case, this is DE and this is DB. DB and we have now we have 3 forces right here. So if you see, we can do summation of y-axis, x-axis, but in this case, if you see, if I do y-axis, I have 2 unknown, but if I do x-axis, I have only 1 unknown, so that's easier to find. So let's take the summation of f of x equal to 0, and if I take this direction positive and solve for this one, 8 kilonewtons is positive, 8 is positive, and this is going to be negative because opposite direction, but we have to know this angle right here. So to find the angle, what I can do, I can use tan theta, since it's a 90-degree triangle, so I can use tan theta. Tan theta is going to be opposite over adjacent. In this case, opposite is 8 meter and adjacent is going to be 6. So if I calculate, tan theta is going to be theta is going to be tan inverse opposite 8 over 6, that can be equal to tan inverse 4 over 3, and if I calculate that value, that comes out to be 53.13. So 53.13 degree. So this is the angle of this one, 53.13. Now I can substitute this one here, and that's going to be this angle, right? This angle. Therefore, I'm taking the horizontal axis, so it's going to be sine theta. So dB sine 53.13 degree equal to 0. So therefore this is going to be equal to, dB is going to be equal to 8 over sine 53.13, and if you calculate this value comes out to be 10 kilonewton. 10 kilonewton. Since the answer is positive, we know it's a tension because we are taking everything in terms of tension direction, so it's only tension, and that's one thing. And let's look at the so we have done with the dB. Now if we pick up the B point, so we have found dB. What happens if I pick up this one? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, so many unknowns, so we don't have to do that. But also there's another thing we can do. When we have something like that, directly vertical, directly horizontal, if we have something like that, we can consider taking that one because it's easy to figure it out. So in this case, let's see. So if I take this E, what happens? E is going to have DE on top, that's unknown, and this is 8 kilonewton is given, and GY is this is G, EG, and here we have BE. So it's easy to calculate the BE because I just have to take the summation of horizontal axis. The vertical are not gonna come if I take the horizontal. Therefore, I can simply find the BE. So let's do that. Sigma f of x is equal to 0 in statics, and if I take this direction positive and so for this one, 8 is positive, minus BE is equal to 0. Therefore, BE is equal to 8 kilonewton. And the answer is positive, therefore it's tension. And then now we are done with this one. So we have found BD, we have found BE. Now we have to find BG and BC. So BG is this one, or BG is this one right here. BC is this one right here. BC seems to be easy to find because it's also like directly vertical, directly horizontal. Let's take that one. So it's gonna, let's take C, point C. So we have BC right here, and we have CG in this direction. Also we have AC in this direction. So if I see, now it's easy to calculate because BC is the only vertical force, so therefore summation of f of y is equal to 0, therefore BC is going to be equal to 0. We don't have any other force acting on vertical direction, so we can say BC is equal to 0. So now we have found almost everything BC. Now we have only left with BG. So to calculate BG, now I have to take this one. This is the only option. So let's do that one. So if I take B, we are going to have BD on top. BD that we found already 10 kilonewton. I can put 10 kilonewton. Then we have BE that also we have found, that's 8 kilonewton. 8 kilonewton, and also BG, that's what we have to find. BG is the thing we have to find, and BC, that's a 0 force member, so we don't have to put that here because there's no force on it. There's a 0. And the next one is BA. We have BA in this direction. So we have two unknown right here. So let's see how we can find. So let's take summation of fx equal to 0. If I do that, I will get 10. So we have to know this angle. So this is going to be 90 minus this degree, so it comes out to be 36.87. 36.87. So therefore this is going to be 10 cos 36.87. This plus, and I'm taking this direction positive, and 8 also plus. BG is same thing, because to find this angle I can use tan theta 2, because tan theta is equal to opposite over adjacent 3/4. That gives the same angle if you try with the calculator. And therefore, you know, this one also same thing, like tan theta is going to be opposite over adjacent 3/4. If this is this value, then this is going to be the same value, 36.87. So I can substitute for this one. So therefore this is going to be 36.872. Therefore we can say that this is BG cos plus BG cos 36.87. Now we are done with these sides. Now we have another side that one unknown here. So we have to know this angle. This angle, if you see, this is 4 by tan theta is 4/3. It's same like this. That's what we calculated here. 4/3, 53.13. So it's going to be same number right here. It's going to be 53.13. Therefore, we can say this is negative opposite direction. So negative BA. In this case, this is sine. sine 53.13 is equal to 0. So this is my summation of f of x. Now let's do summation of f of y. If I do summation of f of y 0, if I take upper direction positive, this 10 kilonewton, this is going to be 10 sine 36.87. Then we have this is not going to come because this is straight horizontal, and bg is going to be minus because it's acting downward, minus bg sine 36.87, and also ba acting downside. In this case it's going to be cos because it's making 53.13 right here, so it's going to be minus ba cos 53.13 equal to 0. Now if I calculate all this value here, this one, if you plug it in the calculator and see, this will comes out to be 16. Yeah, because this will come out to be 8, and 8 plus 8 is going to be 16. 16 plus 0.8 bg minus 0.8 ba equal to 0. So this will what will you get if you put all this angle in calculator and calculate the final value. And this one same as that, you can, if you calculate, you will get 6 minus 0.6 bg minus 0.6 ba is equal to 0. So now what we can do is, so let's say this is equation 1, this is equation 2. So to make this one simpler, I can divide this by 0.8 to make it simpler. So if I divide equation 1 by 0.8, the value is going to be 20 plus bg minus ba is equal to 0. And the second equation, if I divide this one by 0.6, that one comes out to be 10 minus bg minus ba is equal to 0. And if you add them, both of them together, this bg cancels. Therefore 2ba will be equal to 30, and ba comes out to be 15 kilonewton. But in this case we have to find bg. ba is not the question, we have to find the bg. So to find the bg, what I can do is I can substitute bg in this equation to find the bg. So if I substitute, what will I get? 10 minus 15 is going to be minus 5, and if I brought to the other side, it's going to be plus 5. Minus bg is equal to plus 5, therefore bg is equal to minus 5. So if we get minus 5, this means this is a compression, because we are taking everything in tension direction, going away from the point. So this is a compression, and that's all they are asking. BD, BE, BG and BC, and we have mentioned that tension, compression, everything. This one doesn't have anything, nothing. And that's how it's done. I hope you guys like this video. See you next time.